So let me share the screen. Okay. Are you all able to see the screen?
Not yet, Prabhuji. It's coming up. Yeah, it's up now. Yeah.
Okay, very good. Let me also join here so that I can see. Not there. Okay. Okay, so we'll start. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Yeah, please.
Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om
Namo
Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Narayanam Namaskrityam
Narayanam
Narayanam Namaskrityam.
Naram Chaiva Narottamam
Naram Chaiva Narottamam.
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam
Devim Saraswatim Vyasam.
Tado Jayamudiraye
Tato Jayamudiraye.
Nashta Prayeshu Abhadreshu
Nashtaprayeshu Abhadreshu.
Nityam Bhagavada Sevaya
Nityam Bhagavata Sevaya.
Bhagavati Uttama Sloke
Bhagavati Uttama Shloke.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtigim.
Bhaktir Bhavati Naishtikim.
We are reading from Krishna book, chapter 6, which is titled as The Putana Killed. So we'll meditate on this very beautiful pastimes of Krishna, and Srila Prabhupada put it in such a way that we all can absorb very, very deeply, very thoroughly. We can also see that how Krishna is killing the Putana and what is the results of one who hears this wonderful pastime. Okay, so I will read the first paragraph, and then devotees can take turn and read the rest of the paragraph so that we can meditate as well as at the same time. So when I say, okay, let's stop there so we can explain a little bit and we can go further like that. So, Putana killed. Om Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishta Bhutale Srimade Lokanath Swamidramine Namo Vishnupadaya Krishna Prishta Bhutale Srimade Bhakti Vedanta Swamidramine Namaste Saraswata Deve Gaurvani Pracharane Nirvishesha Shinyavadi Paschatya Deshitane. Harihi Om. So while Nanda Maharaj was returning home, he considered Vasudeva's warning that there might be some disturbances in Gokula. So this was the situation. The previous chapter is Nanda Maharaj was meeting with Vasudev in Mathura, in jail, in Kamsa's prison in Mathura. So that was the situation. So Vasudev is warned Nanda Maharaj that there will be some disturbances because of Vasudev knew that Krishna is here in Vrindavan. So then, certainly the advice was friendly and not false. So whenever there is a friendly advice, we should take it because of that's for our benefit, that's for our good. So Nanda thought there is some truth in it. Therefore, out of fear, he began to take shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. See, whenever we have in danger, whenever we have in some situations, we immediately take the shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Then it is mentioned that it is quite natural for a devotee in danger to think Krishna. This Srila Prabhupada writes, because he has no other shelter. Devotee's ultimate shelter is Krishna. Everybody's shelter should be Krishna, dear devotees. Actually, there is no other shelter other than Krishna. If Krishna decided to kill someone, nobody can protect that person. If Krishna wanted to save someone, then nobody can kill that person. This is Krishna. So we should, in all respect, to take the shelter of the Supreme Lord. When a child is in danger, he takes shelter of his mother or father. Similarly, a devotee is always under the shelter of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. But when the specifically sees some danger, he remembers the Lord very rapidly. Can somebody read the second paragraph?
I can read, Prabhu.
Yes, please go ahead.
After consulting with the demonic ministers, Kamsa instructed a witch named Putna, who knew the black art of the killing small children by ghastly, sinful methods, to kill all kinds of children in the cities, villages, pasturing grounds.
Okay, stop there, Mataji, for a minute. So the Kamsa, as soon as Kamsa understood that Krishna is born because of the Durga Devi, thus the eighth child, Kamsa thought that it was a girl. When Kamsa was about to kill this eighth child, so it became the Devi, the Durga Devi, and told to Kamsa, "Oh fool, your killer is already been born." So Kamsa was so bewildered, so much in anxiety and fear. So then Kamsa appointed to go and kill all the children born in these last 6 days. So this is why the Pudana also comes appointed Pudana also like that. Okay, continue, Madaji.
Such a witches can play their black art only where there is no chanting or hearing of the holy name of the Krishna. It is said that wherever the chanting of the holy name of Krishna is done, even negligently, all bad elements, witches, ghosts, and dangers, calamities immediately disappears.
Just for a minute, Madaji. Yes, it's very true. There are so many incidents. There are instances where the holy name is chanted, the witches, the spirit, all these evil elements is disappears from there. It's very true. It's not that just simply putting, just for convention. No. So yeah,
And,
please, God. Yeah.
and this is certainly true of the place where the chanting of the holy name of Krishna is done seriously, especially in Vrindavan, when the Supreme Lord was personally present. Therefore, the doubts of Nanda Maharaja were certainly based on an affection of Krishna. Actually, there was no danger from the activities of Putna despite her powers. Such a witches are called khechari, which there was no danger from the activities of Putna. Despite her powers, such a witches are called khechari, which means they can fly in the sky. The black art of the witchcraft is still practiced by some women in the remote northern western side of India. They can transport themselves from one place to another. On the branch of the uprooted tree, Putna knew this witchcraft, and therefore she is described in a Bhagavatam as a khechari. It's a
Kechari.
khechari.
Kechari.
Khechari.
Kechari.
Okay, khechari.
Kechari. Yeah, Kechari, see.
So
So
khechari means they can fly, they can do
they
everything.
can fly. Yeah, they can fly. And the switches, they know the black magic, black art. So this is not, this was there. This was there in the, since time immemorial. So Putana was one of it because of, the Bakasura sister and Kamsa's very close, associates. So Kamsa appointed Putana. Okay, Putana has this magic art, this black magic, and all those various power. So she can disguise herself and all. So this way, Putana. So comes appointed Putana. So Nanda Baba got naturally the doubts and why Vasudev said that, and also the fear of in his heart because of the love for Krishna. Okay. It's natural. Okay, so now third paragraph. Is somebody else? Please go ahead, read.
Yes, Prabhu, I can read. Putana entered the county of Gokula, the residential quarter of Nanda Maharaj, without permission. Dressing herself just like a beautiful woman, she entered the house of Mother Yashoda. She appeared very beautiful, with raised hips, nicely swollen breasts, earrings, and flowers in her hair. She looked especially beautiful on account of her thin waist. She was glancing at everyone with very attractive looks and smiling face, and all the residents of Vrindavan were captivated. The innocent cowherd women thought that she was the goddess of fortune appearing in Vrindavan with a lotus flower in her hand. It seemed to them that she had personally come to see Krishna, who is her husband. Because of her exquisite beauty, no one checked her movement, and therefore she freely entered the house of Nand Maharaj. Putana, the killer of many children, found baby Krishna lying on a small bed, and she could at once perceive that the baby was hiding his unparalleled potencies, which resembled fire covered by ashes. Putana thought, this child is so powerful that he can destroy the whole universe immediately.
Wonderful. See, even Pudana thought about it. Pudana was a witch, and Pudana could understand who is this. And see, this is also another the black magic. People can disguise in such a way that everybody is attracted to them. This is again, this is in the material world that we can see that. So that there are many types of people. Sometimes we attracted to such a beauty, but later we come to know that this was not like what we see externally. Internally, it is so bad, right? So these are all various forms, various reflections that we can see in this world. So Pudana was not different. Pudana was also disguised as a very beautiful lady and entered into the Bhavan. Okay, so the next paragraph. Who is going to read? Please take this opportunity, dear devotees. This Kartik, that's why everybody is getting a chance so that everybody can read and meditate. And this is from Srimad Bhagavatam, hearing Srimad Bhagavatam and reading, and it's so wonderful, so auspicious. It can eradicate, it gives a lot of mercy. Please go ahead.
I can read, Prabhu.
Yes, please. Yeah.
Give me a second. I just need to expand it a bit. Okay. Putana's understanding is very significant. The Supreme Personality of Godhead Krishna is situated in everyone's heart. It is stated in the Bhagavad Gita that he gives one necessary intelligence and he also causes one to forget. Putana was immediately aware that the child whom she was observing in the house of Nanda Maharaj was the Supreme Personality of Godhead himself. He was lying there as a small baby, but that does not mean he was less powerful. The materialistic theory that God worship is anthropomorphic is not correct. No living being can be God. No living being can become God by undergoing meditation or austerities. God is always God. Krishna as a baby is as complete as he is as a full-fledged youth. The Mayavad theory holds that the living entity was formerly God but has now become overwhelmed by the influence of Maya. Therefore, the Mayavadis say that presently he is not God, but when the influence of Maya is taken away, he will again become God. This theory cannot be applied to the minute living entities. The living entities are minute parts and parcel of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. They are minute particles or sparks of the original fire. So these sparks can be covered by the influence of Maya, but the original fire, Krishna, cannot. Krishna is the Supreme Personality of Godhead even from the beginning of his appearance in the house of Vasudeva and Devaki. Hare
Yeah.
Krishna.
Thank you. Hare Krishna. Mataji. So this paragraph is signifying. See, Pudana is also understanding Krishna is the supreme personality of Godhead just by the glance. Why? Because of even within the Pudana's heart, the Supreme Lord is seated. And Srila Prabhupada also explaining and describing this further that yes, all this remembrance or forgetfulness, everything comes from Krishna only. Just by the darshan of the Lord, the glance of the Lord, Pudana could understand. And also, then Srila Prabhupada's explanation about that. Even a small baby, 3 days old, and small baby is Supreme Lord, complete. It's not that baby form or the youth form is different from Krishna. No, Krishna is complete all the time. But we are not. This is the difference. And Srila Prabhupada also gives the Mayavada, why there that the flows in the Mayavada philosophy. Mayavada philosophy says that, baby Krishna is influenced by this material nature. That's why he became baby like this. But Krishna is always Krishna. But that's where the Mayavada and the Dvaitavada, or that we are Dvaitas, we are Gaudiyas, we are Krishnaites. So we come that Krishna is a supreme in all respect, in all circumstances. But the living entities are separate from Krishna, separate energy, and living entities can be influenced by Maya. That's why we are suffering in this world. Okay, so that's the explanation for the Prabhupada given here. Okay, please go ahead to the next one. Who is going to read next paragraph? Hare Krishna. So a lot of devotees.
We can hear you, Prabhu. Yes.
Sudhagar Prabhu, Sudhagar Balam Prabhu, please read.
Uh, yeah, Prabhuji. Krishna showed the nature of a small baby and closed his eyes, as if to avoid the face of Putana. This closing of the eyes is interpreted and studied in different ways by the devotees. Some say that Krishna closed his eyes because he did not like to see the face of Putana, who had killed so many children and who had now come to kill him. Others say that Putana hesitated to take the baby on her lap because something extraordinary was being dictated to her from within, and that in order to give her assurance, Krishna closed his eyes so that she would not be frightened. And yet others interpret in this way. Krishna appeared in order to kill the demons and give protection to the devotees, as stated in the Bhagavad Gita. Um,
Paritranaya Sadhuna.
Paritranaya sadhuna vinashaya dushkritam. The first human to be killed was a woman. According to Vedic rules, the killing of a woman, a brahmana, cow, or a child is strictly forbidden. Krishna was obliged to kill the demon Putana, and because the killing of a woman is forbidden according to Vedic Shastra, he could not help but close his eyes. Another interpretation is that Krishna closed his eyes because he simply took Putana to be his love. Putana came to Krishna just to offer best for the Lord to serve. Krishna is so merciful that even though he knew Putana was there to kill him, he took her as his nurse or mother. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Prabhu. So here it is revealed that the when Putana was looking at Krishna, then Krishna closed his eyes. So of course, Krishna does anything, even move a finger, there is significance of it. So here there are many interpretations, and one of the most received interpretation is that because of according to the Shastra, it is the woman, the Brahmana, they're not supposed to kill. That's why when in the Kurukshetra, after the Kurukshetra, when Ashwatthama killed all the sons of Pandavas, and then Arjuna brought Ashwatthama back to Draupadi. Draupadi can they just waiting for the order from Draupadi. Even Draupadi says, "Okay, just kill them," they would kill immediately. Draupadi just relieving him because he is a son of a Brahmana and a teacher. So this is our custom and follows. So here the significant one is that when Krishna knew that he's about to kill, so Krishna closed his eyes. It's because of a woman. And at the same time, Krishna was also thinking that Putana is came for to nurse the Krishna. So this way, Krishna was closing his eyes, not to be more part of this, this lila. So okay, so next paragraph. Please go ahead. It's a wonderful opportunity on this month of Kartik. We are going through Srimad Bhagavatam section. Do not hesitate. Try to read.
If nobody is there, I can read.
Now, there are many devotees. I see Padma Mukhi Mataji, Kyasaprabhu Janava Devi Dasi. Please go ahead.
There is background sound.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes,
Sagar
Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji.
Please read.
Yes. There are 7 kinds of mothers according to Vedic injunction: the real mother, the wife of your teacher or spiritual master, the wife of your king, the wife of your brahmana, the cow, the nurse, and Mother Earth. Because Putana came to take Krishna on her lap and offer her breast milk to be sucked by him, she was accepted by Krishna as one of his mothers. That is considered to be another reason. He closed his eyes. He had to kill a nurse or mother. But his killing of his mother or nurse was no different from his love for his real mother or his foster mother, Yashoda. We further understand from Vedic information that Putana was also treated as a mother and given the same facility as Yashoda. As Yashoda was given liberation from the material world, Putana was also given liberation. When the baby Krishna closed his eyes, Putana took him on her lap. She did not know that she was holding a death personified. Prabhuji, can you scroll up a little? Yes, sir. If a person mistakes a snake for a rope, he dies. Similarly, Putana had killed so many babies before meeting Krishna, and she mistook him to be like them. But now she was accepting the snake that would kill her immediately. Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna. Thank you, Mataji. So this is a beautiful section that. So further, Srila Prabhupada also gives that explanation of that why Krishna closed his eyes because of now the one who gives the milk, breast milk, or feed baby, then that baby should consider them as his mother or her mother. The motherly position. Naturally get that. One who feed, the breastfeed and taking care of nursing. So there are seven kinds of mothers like that. Cow is a mother because of it gives the milk and feeding, of course, every living entity by the milk of the cow. Nurse is a mother. Wife of a spiritual master is a mother. Of course, our own mother is a mother. The king's wife is a mother. So like that, and Mother Earth. So there are seven kinds of wife mothers are like that. So, so because now Pudana is going to nurse Krishna, so Krishna knew, Krishna understands everything. Krishna considered as a mother, you know, then in order to, Krishna knew what is going to happen. And Krishna closed the eyes so that it is not so connected in that way. It's a beautiful section that Pudana now took the Krishna on her lap, thinking that, she can easily kill this baby like any other children. The same time, Srila Prabhupada gives that unknowingly we take a snake as a rope. What happens? Immediately the danger, the snake will bite and will be died. So Pudana was not sure, not knowing that she was taken a snake on her lap. It's the death is imminent. Okay. So this was the section. So next paragraph. Go ahead, please. Take this opportunity to read. Hare Krishna.
Yes, Prabhu. Okay.
Patmogi Mataji, are you able to read?
I'm driving, Prabhuji, sorry.
Okay, sorry, no problem. Deshmi Mataji, Deshmi Kumari, are you able to read?
Satyabhama Mataji wanted to read.
Satyabhama Mataji, go ahead.
Yes, Prabhuji, I can also read.
Yeah, please read. Yeah.
Hello? Hi. No.
When start with the paragraph
When Purana was taking
Putana.
when
Nah.
when Putana was taking baby Krishna on her lap, both Yashoda and Rohini were present. But because she was so beautifully dressed and showed motherly affection towards Krishna, they did not forbid her. They could not understand that she was a sword within a decorated case. Putna had smeared a very powerful poison on her breast, and immediately after taking the baby on her lap, she pushed her breastly nipple within his mouth. She was hoping that as soon as he would suck her breast, he would die. But baby Krishna very quickly took the nipple in the anger. He sucked the milk poison along with the life air of demon. In other words, Krishna simultaneously sucked the milk from her breast and killed her by sucking out her life. Krishna is so merciful that because the demon Putna came to offer her milk, breast milk to him, he fulfilled her desire, accepted her activity as motherly. But to stop her from
Nefarious
further
act.
nefarious activities, he immediately killed her. And because the demon was killed by Krishna, she got liberation. As Krishna pressed her breast extremely hard and sucked out her very breathe. Putna fell down on the ground, spread her arms, legs, and began to cry. Oh, child, leave me, leave me. She was crying loudly and perspiring, and her whole body became wet.
Yeah. So this is Krishna was killing the Pudana. Krishna knew Krishna is Andaryami. Krishna is everywhere. Krishna is spread everywhere. He can understand everything from everybody's heart. He is seated in everybody's heart as well. He is pervaded everywhere. So he is fully knowledgeable. That's Sri Krishna's another aspect of Krishna is fully knowledgeable. Krishna is full of potency, knowledge. So this way, when Pudana put the poison on the breast, on the nipple, and then Krishna started to suck, and Krishna sucked out uh, the 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 life air of the Pudana. So we know that the pastimes of Pudana. Pudana was the sister of Bali Maharaj in the previous, yugas when Vamanadev appeared. When Vamanadev, immediately when Bali Maharaj's sister saw Vamanadev, Bali Maharaj's sister so attracted to the beauty of Krishna, beauty of Vamanadev. So Krishna was so pleased with it. And then immediately when Vamanadev took everything from Bali Maharaj, then she became a little angry. So because of that, she had to take a birth of a witch or a demon or demoness. So that's why. So she became a demoness and came, and that anger, that desire that Pudana had to kill. That time, this was the desire came to this Bali Maharaj's sister. So she came and then fulfilled that desire. At the same time, so Krishna fulfilled everyone's desires. So here we could see that the Balimara sister was so attracted to Krishna, attached to Krishna, and the love, natural love that developed in her heart. So Krishna is fulfilling that as well. So the Pudana came, even though see that Pudana's the good fortune, whoever kills by Krishna, whoever touches by Krishna, whoever had darshan of Krishna, even everybody in the battlefield of Kurukshetra is liberated because of just by the presence of Krishna, they were all liberated. So such a fortune, who gets such a fortune like that? Doesn't matter whether kill or lived by, but one who gets the liberation from this material condition of the life, no matter whether the demon or the devotee. So here the Pudana got that such an opportunity, such a mercy of Krishna. Otherwise, how can a person can come and feed Krishna? Krishna knows, Krishna is Andaryami, Krishna knows everything. Why? Because of the Balimara's sister had that such a love for Krishna. So if we develop such a love, dear devotees, somehow or other we will meet with the Krishna. This is the fact, this is the point. Somehow or other we have developed the love for Krishna, then some point of time we will definitely meet with the Krishna. It is eternal, it will never goes away. So this is what is we can learn from it. And then what happens? Pudana gets the position of a mother like Mother Ashoda. Both of them went back to the Golok Vrindavan. Okay, so next. So who is going to read the next paragraph?
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I will do that.
Yes, please.
She- As she died screaming, there was tremendous vibration on the earth and in the sky, on the upper and lower planets, and in all directions. And people thought that thunderbolts were falling. Thus, the nightmare of Putana, which was over, and she assumed her real features as a great demon. She opened her fierce mouth and spread her arms and legs all over. She fell exactly as Vritrasur did when struck by the thunderbolt of Indra. The long hair on her head was scattered all over her body. Her fallen body extended up to 12 miles and smashed all the trees to pieces, and everyone was struck with wonder upon seeing the gigantic body. Her teeth appeared just like claws, and her nostrils appeared just like a mountain scale. Her breast appeared like a small hills, and her hair was a vast reddish bush. Her eye socket appears like blind wells, and her two thighs appeared like two banks of river. Her two hands appeared like two strongly constructed bridges, and her abdomen seemed like a dried up lake. All the cowherd men and women became struck and with awe and wondered upon seeing this, and the tumultuous sound of her falling shocked their brains and ears and made their hearts beat strongly. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna. See that? The Putana is disguised as a very beautiful lady, beautiful woman. But what is the original nature? It's a demoness. See, that's the structure of the Putana, the form. It's like 12 miles long. Can you believe? So this is all happens. This all happens. That's why becomes the demons gets the power. They become gigantic and the huge. It is described in the Srimad Bhagavad about the size of the Hiranyakashipu or Hiranyaksha. They're like a huge hills, huge mountains. They touches the sky there with their height and all. Compared to Hiranyakashipu and all this, Pudana was nothing. It's like a small nut. So like that, these demons have such a power. They can become so huge because they accumulate that power, to do all the abominable, unwanted activities. So they get that kind of power. So then let's go to the next paragraph. Who's going to read? To devotee Sachimata, right there.
What happened?
Okay,
Do you read, Prabhuji?
okay, I'll read.
When
When the
the
gopis saw little Krishna fearlessly playing on Pudana's lap, this was Krishna was playing on Pudana's lap.
Haribol, Prabhuji. I'm
Very
at
good.
the temple
Oh,
service.
no
I'm at
problem.
temple
Oh, you are at
service.
the temple. Okay,
Yes.
no problem.
Yes.
They very quickly came and picked him up. Mother Ashoda, Rohini, and other elder gopis immediately performed the auspicious rituals by taking the tail of a cow and circumambulating his body. The child was completely washed with the urine of a cow, and the dust created by the hooves of the cows was thrown all over his body. So this was the custom. Like something danger happens, they will be so afraid of what would happen. Think about that. Baby Krishna, he was little, very tiny little. You can imagine that a 3 days old baby, how much how much it will size and weigh. So here immediately, this what is everybody does that immediately if there is a danger for the child, immediately they take cow urine and the cow dung, and then they smash and put it and then put it around and then throw it out. So this was all just to save little Krishna from future inauspicious accidents. So this cow dung urine is all inauspicious articles. They touch with the auspicious articles so that inauspiciousness will go away. It was touched by the demoness. So the inauspiciousness, somehow they think that somehow Krishna is saved. So this inauspicious should go away. Sometimes Nazar, right? That what is called, when some people, the eyes, the evil eye, the bad eye or something, then people does this. So this has to, inauspicious has to go through. So this incident gives us a clear indication of how important the cow is to the family, society, and to living beings in general. Because of even a cow is very auspicious. Seeing a cow is very auspicious. It mentioned that the cow, everything is all the demigod devadas in the body of a cow. It's very beautiful and very auspicious. The transcendental body of Krishna did not require any protection, but to instruct us on the importance of the cow, the Lord was smeared over with the cow dung, washed with the urine of a cow, and sprinkled with the dust upraised by the walking of the cows. These are all auspicious articles. When you smeared with them, that is all inauspicious can go away. Like this. So here it is mentioned that Krishna is completely protected. But again, This is Krishna is giving a chance, an opportunity for his devotees to take care of him, offer their love, express their love, their affection for Krishna. This is what is exactly Krishna wanted. That's why Krishna is manifested in this world. He is eagerly waiting for and also giving an opportunity. That's why Krishna says Paritrana is Paritrana is sadhuna, sadhu. He wants to be with the devotees. So Krishna is giving very mercy to each and every living entities there. Okay. So let's take the next paragraph. Who's going to read? Anybody is there? Kanika Mataji, you want to read? You can read it, I believe. Okay. So let's go back to the next round. Who is going to read?
I can
Okay.
start, Prabhu.
Okay, start it. And then we will finish this and then we'll go to the Brajamandal Parikrama. Okay,
Okay.
go ahead.
After this purificatory
Ketan.
process, the gopis, headed by Mother Yashoda and Rohini, chanted the names of Vishnu to give Krishna's body full protection from all evil influences. They washed their hands and feet and sipped water 3 times, as is the custom before chanting the mantra. They chanted as follows: My dear Krishna, may the Lord who is known as Aja protect your legs. May Lord Maniman protect your knees. May Lord Yagna protect your thighs. May Lord Achyuta protect your upper waist. May Lord Hayagriva protect your abdomen. May Lord Keshava protect your heart. May Lord Isha protect your chest. May Lord Surya protect your neck. May Lord Vishnu protect your arms. May Lord Urukrama protect your face. May Lord Ishwara protect your head. May Lord Chakradhara protect your front. May Lord Gadadhara protect your back. May Lord Madhusudana, who carries a bow in his hand, protect your right side. May Lord Ajna protect your left side. May Lord Urugaya, with his conch shell, protect you on all sides. May the personality of Godhead Upendra protect you from above. May Lord Tarkashya protect you on the ground. May Lord Haladhara protect you from all sides. May the personality of Godhead known as Rishikesha protect all your senses. May Lord Narayana protect your life heirs. May the Lord of Shvetadvipa, Narayana, protect the core of your heart. May Lord Yogeshwara protect your mind. May Lord Prashnagarbha protect your intelligence. And may the Supreme Personality of Godhead protect your soul. While you are playing, may Lord Govinda protect you from all sides, and when you are sleeping, may Lord Madhava protect you from all danger, and when you are walking, may the Lord of Vaikuntha protect you from falling down, and when you are sitting, may Lord Narayana give you all protection, and while you are eating, may the Lord of all sacrifices give you all protection.
Jai, see that this is called Kavaja Mandra. There is a Narayana Kavaja, Narasimha Kavaja, Hegriva Kavaja, like that. There are a lot of that we pray to the lordships. So why? Because of every limbs is actually also represents by the Lord's potency. That's why 12 places on our body we put this to like Keshava, Narayana, Madhava, Govinda, Vishnave, like that. So 12 places. So everywhere the Lord's is there, or we are placing the Lord, that's to protect the, that each angas of the, our body by the names of the Lord. So we pray to the lordships. It's called Kavaja Mandra. So then the inhabitants, especially Mother Yashoda and Mother Rohini, they are afraid of. Now what will happen to the, my child, my baby? So they are very afraid, and this is natural, quite natural. The loving affection to the, but they don't know that the same personality, that whomever they call up, all the Lord, that is within that the Lord Himself. Lord must be smiling and seeing that all this. But Lord is enjoying all this because of Lord wanted to receive this loving affection in every inches of every aspect of it, like how Mother Yashoda very lovingly and affectionately take care of Krishna is very beautiful. So that's why Krishna wanted to receive that. And also at the same time Krishna is reciprocating how much love they offered for Krishna, their devotion for Krishna is reciprocating. Krishna comes. So this shows that, dear devotees, when you have the love for Krishna would reciprocate accordingly so nicely. Thank you so much. And who is going to read the next paragraph? Go ahead.
I can read. The mother Yasoda chanted different names of Vishnu to protect a child Krishna's different bodily parts. Mother Yasoda was firmly convinced that she could protect her child from a different kinds of all evil spirits and ghosts, namely Dakhinis, Yatudasni, Kusumandas, Yakas, Rakshasas, Vinayaka, Kotras, Revatis, Jestas, Putnas,
Makata,
Matrakas,
Unmadas.
Anmadas, and similar other evil spirits who cause the persons to forget their own existence and give trouble to the life
Yes.
agencies. Sometimes they appear in a dreams and cause much perturbation. Sometimes they appear as a old women and suck the blood of small children. But no such a ghost and evil spirits can remain where there is a chanting of the holy name of the god. Mother Yasoda was firmly convinced of the Vedic injunction about the importance uh, of the
House.
of the cows and holy name of the Vishnu. Therefore, she took all the shelters in the cows and the name of the Vishnu just to protect her child Krishna. She recited all the holy names of Vishnu so that he might save the child. Vedic culture has taken advantage of keeping cows and chanting the holy name of Vishnu since the beginning of the history, and persons who are still following the Vedic ways, especially the householders, keep at least 1 dozen cows, worship the deities of the Lord Vishnu, who is installed in their house. Persons who are advancing in Krishna consciousness should take instruction from this pastime and also be very interested in cows and the holy name of Vishnu.
Yeah, wonderful. Krishna is very much, that's why his name is also Govinda. And he's like cows. And why this Goloka Vrindavan is known as? It's full of cows. Goloka Vrindavan, that's the supreme abode of the Lord. Spiritual abode is cows, full of cows. That's called as Golok. Go means cows. Goloka Vrindavan, Golok. And as it's mentioned that, so one should have, it's mentioned that wherever there is chanted the holy name, there won't be any inauspiciousness. It's very, very important lessons that we all can learn. And in the cows, wherever there is cows and the chanting of the holy name, there is no inauspiciousness can come to that such places. So Srila Prabhupada instructing that one should have like symbol living, the cows and the deity of Vishnu, the worship of the Lord. This was the case in olden days. Every house had cows. They worshipped the Lord in their home, and then they lived very peacefully without much difficulties. But that changed now. So Srila Prabhupada is instructing should have that simple living and high thinking of chanting of the holy name in all respect, so that all also inauspicious can be gone away. So then wherever the holy name is chanted, there won't be any inauspiciousness. It's the very important lessons that we all can learn from it. So so as we can say that, this this Putana is killed in this way, and then we can see that then further we can see that then Nanda Maharaja is arranged the funeral. How did they do the funeral? Because of the 12 miles long, there's a huge body of Putana. They had to cut into the pieces. Every inhabitants of Vrindavana, they came with their axe and blade and so many other things. They cut into the pieces, and the village, the entire, the Vrindavan is actually a graveyard for this, the pieces of body that to be burned. And then it's happened like this, and we could see that later in this paragraph. And when it is body is burned, there is an aroma, is a fragrance spread around all the places. And people could see that even that from the body of this Pudana, there is a beautiful form, a beautiful celestial form is arisen and came out and then ascended to the Golok Vrindavan, ascended to the heavenly region. So who was that? It was Pudana. So Pudana got that such a liberation, and just by because of the mercy of Krishna. So in all respect, dear devotees, this says that in the Rupa Goswami, in the Nectar of Devotion, the first verse, it says that it says um, it says that. Anyabhilashida shunyam jnana karmadi anavrutam anukulyena krishnanushilanam bhaktiruttama. So who is the purest devotee of Krishna? So this is the difference. Of course, one get the position of a mother and then serves that Valsalya bhav, because Putana had that nursing that bhav, that's nursing and giving breastfeeding. So that had a Valsalya bhav. So that whoever has that Valsalya bhav of Krishna, they got liberated to the motherly position of Krishna. So along with the Mother Yashoda. But at the same time, Srila Rupa Goswami says that in the case of Putana, it was unfavorable devotional service to the Lord. Unfavorable. That means not the favorable for the Lord. But who is the pure devotee of the Lord? One who is in favorable loving devotional service to the Lord. Anukulyena Krishna Anushilana. That we should love the Lord. That's how we can develop that loving. So when we engage in the loving devotional service, how is that we develop the love? By hearing the chanting of the holy name, engage. Shravana, Kirtana, Vishnu Smaranam, by remembering the Lordships. So gradually we develop. That's why initially Adho Shraddha, Sadhu Sangha, Bhajana Kriya, Anartha Nivritti, Nishta, Ruchi, then it comes to that, then the Bhava. So first what we are doing is a sadhana bhakti. So sadhana bhakti, when we practice with rules and regulations, when we develop the love for Krishna, dear devotees, when we have developed the love for Krishna, then Krishna would never forget that. Krishna would definitely reciprocate that. So this way, Putana got the liberation. So thank you so much. Let's now. So are there any questions before we go to the next segment? So we are going to enter into the Vrindavan Parikrama. Okay. Are there any questions before we further go to the beautiful section of the Vrindavan Parikrama? Hare Krishna. Any comments? Okay, so thank you so much. Let's go to this because of this Kartik, month of Kartik. Very important that we all see that virtually that we can also do the Vrindavan Parikrama. Everybody is so eager to go to Vrindavan, right? But we can see that every corner of Vrindavan, the sacred places of Vrindavan where Krishna had pastimes, where all these places where Putana was killed, there is a place there. We can see that all those places. So like this, then we can see that each and every place of Vrindavan, important places, sacred places of Vrindavan, and through this. So let me share this and okay. Please let me know if you are not able to see it. Yeah. Are you seeing it?
It's coming up, Prabhu. Yes, now it's here. Yeah, we can see it.
Okay, so let me see whether you are able to see the sound and all. So this is the day one. This is Vrindavan Parikrama. Okay, there is almost more than 1 hour, but we will shorten it whenever there is a lecture and we will fast forward. Are you able to hear?
Yes,
Yes,
we can
Prabhu,
hear
the
Prabhu.
audio, yeah, audio is coming. Yes.
Audio is coming, and you are able to hear and properly, and you're also
Yes,
seeing
yes.
it. Also seeing it,
Yes.
right?
Yes,
Okay.
yes.
So this is the day one. This is the Vrindavan Parikrama. This is Krishna Balaram temple in Vrindavan. Okay. The Krishna Balaram temple, the first, they are offering the prayers to the Srila Prabhupada. Please. This is the deity of the Srila
Devotees spending this most auspicious month of Kartik in Vrindavan are invited to join our early morning session along the Vrindavan Parikrama Trail, a circumambulation known as the Pancha Kroshi, 5 Krosha, Parikrama. The Parikrama marg skirts the outer perimeter of Vrindavan and wraps itself around numerous temples, among them the 7 main Goswami temples, bathing ghats, and Ras Mandala areas. Our official Parikrama deities are Sri Sri Nitai Gaura Sundar, The Utsav deities are the Padayatra India deities. Constantly on the move, their lordships are the most traveled deities in the world and have covered over 150,000 kilometers so far. They are already into their 27th consecutive year in Padayatra. When they're not with us on Braj Mandala Parikram, they join their larger counterparts in the main Padayatra. We carry Sri Sri Nitai Gaura Sundar on our heads. We also carry a small murti of Srila Prabhupada. At the front of our party walk two devotees holding a banner bearing the words ISKCON, 84 Krosha Braj Mandala Parikram, printed in Hindi. Immediately behind them are the devotees carrying Sri Sri Nitai Gaura Sundar and Srila Prabhupada. Then come the men, followed by the women, who take turns carrying Tulsi Devi on their heads. Just before stepping onto the Parikrama Marg, we stop briefly to offer our humble obeisances to the Dham. Some devotees chant Kirtan, accompanied by Mridanga and Kartals, as we walk. Others chant their japa.
Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Ram, Ram Ram, Hare Hare.
It is still dark as we follow Sri Sri Nitai Gaura Sundar onto the sparkling sands of Ramanreti. When Krishna and his friends played here, he said to them,
My dear friends, just see how this river bank is extremely beautiful because of its pleasing atmosphere. And just see how the blooming lotuses are attracting bees and birds by their aroma. The humming and chirping of the bees and birds is echoing throughout the beautiful trees in the forest. Also, here the sands are clean and soft. Therefore, this must be considered the best place for our sporting and pastimes.
Soon after passing the Krishna Balaram tree, and just before the Parikram path turns right, there's a small building on the right. Varaha is just behind it. Varaha, in the temple at Varaha stands a large four-handed deity of Lord Varahadev. Once, when Krishna was playing in the dirt here, the cowherd boyfriends commented that he was enjoying himself, just like a hog does in the dirt. Krishna replied, Actually, I was a boar in my previous incarnation. He then exhibited his form as Lord Varahadev for his friends' transcendental amusement. So, you're all seeing the Parikram path merges with the dried up bed of the Jamuna River, not much past Varahagat. We walk past Gogata, home of ISKCON's Goshala, and soon arrive at the majestic Kadamba tree from which Krishna jumped into the river for his battle with Kaliya. This place is called Kaliya Khrida, or Kaliya's lake. When this part of Vrindavan was devastated by Kaliya's poisonous vapors, this tree was the only one to remain alive. As Krishna danced on Kaliya's hood, the ruby red jewels from the snake's forehead fell into the Jamuna's bluish waters, producing a beautiful violet effect. After subduing Kaliya, Krishna said about this lake,
If one bathes in this place of my pastimes and offers the water of this lake to the demigods and other worshipable personalities, or if one observes a fast and truly worships and remembers me, he is sure to become free from all sinful reactions.
Hare Krishna, stop, dear devotees. Now we passed through Krishna Balaram Vriksha, we saw Varaghat, we took darshans of Kaliya De, And now we have reached Dwadashaditya Tila, and here you can see the beautiful temple of Shri Shri Radha Madan Mohan established by Srila Sanatan Goswami. So here we'll stop, we'll have Katha here, and we'll like to invite His Grace Sutapa Prabhu, who has joined us all the way from London. He has been a resident monk there for more than 2 decades and has been leading the community there. And very mercifully, he has joined us in this parikrama. So let's hear from His Grace Sutapa Prabhu. Hare Krishna.
Om Gyanatimirandhasya Gyananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha. Namam Vishnupadaya Krishna Presthaya Bhutale Shrimate Bhaktivedanta Swami Niti Namine. Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatyadesh Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhar Shri Vasadi Gaur Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare. Srila Prabhupada ki jai. Hare Krishna. So I'm very happy to be with everyone. This year we are in an unprecedented situation with the world situation such that it's never been like this ever before. However, Vrindavan Parikrama, Rajamandal Parikrama must go on. It's a tradition within ISKCON, it's a tradition within our Gaudiya lineage, and it's a tradition which has been going on for hundreds of years. And therefore, this year we bring Rajamandal Parikrama to you in a virtual way. So we will every day have videos where the devotees will recite, recount and recollect all the pastimes of Krishna. And in this way we'll actually be able to enter into Vrindavan. Vrindavan cannot be seen simply with the eyes. However, when we hear about Vrindavan, then we will actually gain entrance into this divine abode, this transcendent reality. There is Goloka Vrindavan in the spiritual world, and that Vrindavan from the spiritual world descends into this world as Bhauma Vrindavan, Gokul Vrindavan. And the devotees go there every single year. Vrindavan is a place of perfection. The great souls, the ones who are completely in love with Krishna, reside in Vrindavan. But even those who are not perfected souls, they can go to Vrindavan and they can get purified. And therefore Vrindavan is for those who are perfected, and Vrindavan is also for those who want to be purified. But the real purification of going to a holy place, as mentioned, Yatirtha buddhi shalile nakar hichit janeshva bhigyeshu sa eva go kara. If one thinks that going to a holy place is about bathing in rivers and visiting holy sites, they haven't understood the full picture. If one goes to a holy place and simply does all of these things, but doesn't take the time to hear from the Vaishnavas about the deeper significance of all of these places and rivers and sites, then they will not actually be able to enter the Dham. Once Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur had taken all the devotees on Vrajamandal Parikrama, and every morning he was giving lectures. And one morning he was giving a lecture and he noticed that many devotees weren't there because they had instead decided to go out and visit many other different places. Our Srila Prabhupada, however, stayed there. He stayed there to listen to the sadhu. He stayed there to listen to his spiritual master. He stayed there to hear from a self-realized soul. And Bhaktisiddhanta Saraswati Thakur noted it, appreciated it, and commented that he hears very well. And he mentioned that they will not be able to see anything, but those who stay and listen, they will actually be able to enter into this divine abode. So we've come to Vrindavan, and Vrindavan is very much a gift given to us by Srila Prabhupada. When Chaitanya Mahaprabhu wanted to establish the Krishna consciousness movement, then he enlisted the Goswamis of Vrindavan to do that work for him, to do that service for him. And in order to structure the Krishna consciousness movement, Mahaprabhu gave the Goswamis very specific instructions. Bhakta Bhakti Krishna Prem Tatvera Nidhar Vaishnavera Kritya or Vaishnava Achar Krishna Bhakti Krishna Prem Seva Pravartan Lupta Tirtha Udara Ar Vairagya Shikshan. These were the instructions that Mahaprabhu gave to the Goswamis. First thing, Krishna Bhakti Krishna Prem Seva Pravartan. That's the third one. The first one, Bhakta Bhakti Krishna Prem Tatvera Nidhar. The first thing Mahaprabhu told the Goswamis, write books and explain what is a devotee, what is devotional service, and what is the ultimate spiritual truth. Second instruction, Vaishnavera Kritya or Vaishnava Achar. Teach the whole world what is Vaishnav character, what is Vaishnav culture and etiquette. Third instruction, Krishna Bhakti Krishna Prem Seva Pravartan. Establish centers, temples, deities where people can come and learn how to worship Krishna. And fourth instruction, Lupta Tirtha Udara Ar. Excavate the holy places. Make people aware of the places where Krishna performed his pastimes. Make Vrindavan an epicenter of spiritual pilgrimage again, and invite the whole world to come here and get inspired. And fifth instruction, Vairagya Shiksha, become ideal renunciates. So if we look at Srila Prabhupada's life, when he wanted to create ISKCON, he basically did exactly the same things. He wrote books to establish the philosophy. He taught and trained his disciples in Vaishnav culture and etiquette. He established temples and many deities of Krishna where people could live and learn how to love Krishna. And he lived the life of an ideal renunciate and explained what that means. And finally, the fifth instruction is that he made Vrindavan available for everyone. Srila Prabhupada, superficially it may seem he left Vrindavan, and he did in one sense, although he said, I never left Vrindavan. But Prabhupada did leave Vrindavan and traveled the world 14 times because ultimately he wanted to invite the whole world back to Vrindavan. Because Vrindavan is the home of Krishna, and therefore it's the home of the devotee. Prabhupada said, Mayapur is my place of worship, Mumbai is my office, but Vrindavan is my home. And therefore Vrindavan is our home. And doing Vrajamandal Parikrama is a wonderful opportunity to become familiar again with the holy divine abode that is ultimately our eternal residence. So today it's the first day of Vrajamandal Parikrama, and we are going around Vrindavan. There are many places and pastimes and incidences that we can recall on the Parikrama Marg as we walk past all these wonderful places, and we'll try to highlight a few of them today. As we begin our Parikrama, one of the first main places we come to is Kaliya Ghat. Here you see a wonderful tree, and when Krishna had noticed that Kaliya, the cruel, angry, and envious serpent, had poisoned the waters of the Yamuna, then when Krishna saw that, he climbed this tree and then he jumped off the tree into the Yamuna. He jumped straight onto Kaliya's heads, and then Krishna began doing a dance of destruction which was about to kill Kaliya. But when the wives of the Kaliya serpent prayed to Krishna for his mercy, then Krishna relented and spared the Kaliya serpent. It's amazing that Krishna gave this wonderful benediction to Kaliya, that Kaliya was drenched with the foot dust of Krishna, a blessing that all of us seek to have. The dust of Vrindavan is so special because Krishna has walked there, because the devotees have walked there. We desire that dust on our head. Uddhava, the great devotee, prayed, Vrindavane kimapi gulma lato sadhinam. He said, may I become a creeper in Vraj, because maybe, just maybe, the gopis in their ecstasy will walk off the main path, come into the bushy area, and maybe they will step on me and I'll be blessed with the dust from their feet. So the dust of Vrindavan is special, and at Kaliya Ghat we remember how Kaliya received the foot dust from Krishna, and in this way was so much blessed. After Krishna went into the Yamuna and danced on Kaliya, then he was feeling a little shivery, so he came up and rested upon a hill. That hill later on became known as Dvadasatidya, because the one sun expanded into 12 suns to heat the body of Krishna because he was feeling a little bit chilly, and therefore that hill became known as the hill of 12 suns. And atop that hill is the beautiful temple of Madan Mohan. Vrindavan is full of amazing deity forms of Krishna, and of all the forms of Krishna, Madan Mohan is one of the most celebrated forms of Krishna. Madan Mohan means one who's so charming, who's so beautiful, that he can attract even Cupid. So it's actually a tradition that when devotees begin their parikrama, they come to Vrindavan, then one of the first deities that they visit is the deity of Sanatana Goswami, Madan Mohan. Each deity represents something different, and Madan Mohan is known as the deity of Sambandha. Sambandha is the beginning of spiritual life, becoming fixed in an understanding of who we are, who Krishna is, and what the purpose of life is. And so when we begin our parikrama, we come here and pray for the blessings of Madan Mohan, who sets us on the right path. In our prayer to Madan Mohan, we say, Jayatam Surator Pangor Mama Manda Mater Gati Matsarvasva Padam Bojo Radha Madana Mohano. I am lame and ill-advised. On my path I'm slipping again and again. But Madan Mohan, you are my director, and your lotus feet are everything to me. And therefore the worshipper comes here and prays to Madan Mohan that just as you enchant Cupid, let me develop some love for you so that I can overcome the scorching rays of lust and thus be free to enter into a divine, pure, loving interaction with you. Just as the one sun expanded into 12 suns and gave 12 times the intensity, the devotee begins their parikrama here, praying that while I am in this month of Kartik, while I've come on Vrajamandal parikrama, allow my bhajan, my sadhana, my spiritual practice to be 12 times as stronger as it normally is.
Hare Krishna. So we would like to express our heartfelt gratitude and thank His Grace Sutapa Prabhu for his nectarian katha by chanting Hari Bol. So we'll continue our parikrama. Let us all stand up. So we'll be moving forward. We'll be moving to Keshi Ghat, to Vanshivar, Dhirsami Leelastham. We'll be taking darshans of the most auspicious of all rivers in all the three planetary systems, Mother Yamuna on our left hand side. So let us all get up. Let us all prepare ourselves and we'll chant and we'll dance in this most auspicious Braj Dham. Hare Krishna.
Next, we have come to a hillock known as Dvadashaditya Tila. At the top is Srila Sanatana Goswami's famous Madan Mohan temple. Dvadashaditya means 12 suns, and Tila means hill. This hill gets its name from a pastime that took place here while Krishna was herding the cows. Once, accompanied by the gopas, gopis, and loving Surabhi cows, the supremely opulent, noble, and magnanimous Lord Krishna felt uncomfortable in the winter cold. 12 suns then appeared in the sky, and with great devotion warmed the Lord with their intense shining. I eternally take shelter of this sacred place, which bears the name Dvadasa Surya Tirtha, the place of the 12 suns. Raghunath Das Goswami indicates that there used to be a lake nearby known as Praskandana Sarovara, lake formed from perspiration, created by the perspiration that ran off of Krishna's transcendental body as the 12 suns shone on him. The waters of this lake are said to have possessed the sweet fragrance of the Lord's limbs. So we are climbing the stairs of the Madan Mohan temple. The temple itself is an impressive red sandstone structure that towers over the surrounding area. Radha Madan Mohan are among the first deities to have been established when the Goswamis were excavating Krishna's pastime places and building temples to revive the forgotten glory of Vrindavan. But they were not the first to undertake such a task. So the pastime goes like this.
Around 5,000 years ago, after Lord Krishna had wound up his pastimes on earth, Sandilya Rishi instructed his great-grandson Rajanav to identify the Lord's pastime places in Braj. The sage also asked Rajanav to establish deities and to build towns and villages that could be named according to the pastimes that had taken place there. According to the Srimad Bhagavatam Mahatmya, Rajanav was given this instruction because Vrajdam became covered after the Lord's departure. It was actually completely empty of people for some time. We should understand that the Braj we read about in the scriptures still exists and that the Lord's pastimes are going on there, but they are happening in an uppercut or unmanifest form. It is said that Brajanav had 16 deities carved and installed in various locations around Braj. According to popular accounts, the first 3 deities he had carved were Madan Mohan, then known as Madan Gopal, Govindadev, and Gopinath. These deities were carved according to the detailed descriptions given to him by Uttara, the mother of King Parikshit, and the last person to have personally seen Krishna. While none of the 3 deities on their own fully conformed to Uttara's expectations, each one of them bore some resemblance to the Lord's form. Madan Gopal resembled the Lord from the waist to the feet, Gopinath from the neck to the waist, and Govindadev offered a close resemblance to Krishna's beautiful lotus face. Despite Vrajanav's invaluable service, time passed, and due to the influence of Kali Yuga, Krishna's pastime places were again forgotten, and some of the deities he installed disappeared from human sight, at least until the arrival of Sri Chaitanya Mahaprabhu and his followers. It is said that Sri Advaita Acharya rediscovered Madan Gopal at the base of an old vat or banyan tree. This tree is now known as Advaita Vat and is not far from Dwadashaditya. It seems that for a time, Madan Gopal was taken to Mahavan and worshipped there. The Bhakti Ratnakara states that Lord Chaitanya took darshan of this deity in great bliss when he visited Mahavan. It so happened that while Madan Gopal was living in Mahavan, Rupa and Sanatan Goswamis also went to live there to do bhajan. It's no secret that Madan Gopal and Sanatan Goswami are completely bound up in love for one another. On one occasion, Sanatan Goswami saw Madan Gopal playing with his cowherd friends on the bank of the Jamuna. Later, Madan Gopal also appeared to Sanatan in a dream and told him he would like to live with the Goswami in his cottage. Sanatan, who thoroughly understood the Lord's intention, ecstatically received the Lord in his cottage the next morning, engaging himself without hesitation in the service of the Lord. Bhakti Ratnakara. It appears that at some point, Sanatan Goswami took Madan Gopal and returned with him to Dwadashadicha Till. Sanatan was a renounced mendicant, living off whatever alms he could get by begging, and otherwise remaining absorbed in his bhajan and writing as Lord Chaitanya had instructed him. Thus, he could only offer dry chapatis to Madan Gopal. The elderly saint felt sad at heart, being unable to serve his Lord as he desired. The Lord understood Sanatan's desire and made all the necessary arrangements for his own worship. One day, a boat belonging to Krishnadas Kapoor, a rich salt merchant, ran aground on the bank of the Jamuna. Following Sanatan Goswami's advice, the wealthy merchant prayed to Madan Gopal, and his ship began to float again. Continuing his journey, Krishnadas Kapoor sold the salt and made a large profit. He used the money to construct the magnificent Madan Mohan temple, where the Lord was installed and worshipped in grandeur. Madan Gopal later came to be known as Madan Mohan. Srila Sanatan Goswami's Bhajan Kutir is right next to the temple building on the hilltop. When Purushottam Jan, the son of King Prataparudra, learned that the Madan Mohan and the Govinda deities were being worshipped without their consorts, he sent deities of Srimati Radharani to Vrindavan for them. However, Madan Mohan appeared to his priest in a dream and said, "Two deities of Sri Radha have been sent, but the sender does not know that actually one is Sri Radha and the other Sri Lalita. Go without delay and bring the two deities. The smaller one is Sri Radha, so place her on the left. The larger one is Lalita, so place her on the right."
Years later, the Muslims invaded the area and tried to destroy Braj's temples. So for their safety, the deities were moved to Karoli in Rajasthan, where they are still being worshipped. Pratibhu deities are now worshipped in the temple in Vrindavan. Pratibhu deities are replacement deities, but they are as potent as the original forms. Srila Sanatan Goswami's Samadhi is at the bottom of the hill and behind the temple. Glory to the all-merciful Radha and Madan Mohan. I am lame and ill-advised, yet they are my directors, and their lotus feet are everything to me. Shri Shri Madan Mohan Ki Jai. Let's continue with our parikrama.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji, I have a question. I have visited Vrindavan for the first time, but I mean to say, why is Vrindavan so dirty? Where are those fresh waters, cool breezes and the beautiful kunjas that I have read about in Krishna book?
Yes. So the holy Dham is covered by a thin layer of the Lord's illusory energy and cannot be perceived with material eyes. We need spiritual vision, he says, to be able to see Vrindavan as it is. Ultimately, by the mercy of our Guru Parampara, we will be able to see the Dham when it chooses to reveal itself to us. The ugliness that you see here is Yogamaya. Prabhupada says, it's Krishna's covering. Vrindavan appears this way to drive away the atheists and impersonalists, just as New York attracts them. For a devotee, this Vrindavan is as good as Krishna's transcendental abode in the spiritual sky, Goloka Vrindavan. But you must have the eyes to see. Then you must try to rediscover Vrindavan, Prabhupada says. That you must do. It is a question of consciousness. The real Vrindavan is there in your own heart, hiding herself from you. Now the day breaks, and soon the Jamuna River comes into view. Jamuna Mai ki jai. So we have reached Imlitala. Imlitala is just over there, the place where Lord Krishna would sit, and feeling separation from his beloved Srimati Radharani, turned golden in ecstasy. When Lord Chaitanya lived at Akruragat, he would go there daily to meditate on the Lord's intimate Vrindavan pastimes. In his ecstasy, he would sometimes take on a blackish hue. Moving on, we come to Shringaravata. Shringaravata ki jai. Shringara means to decorate. The Bhakti Ratnakara says that Krishna would dress himself in various ways here for the pleasure of Subal and his other friends. Lord Nityananda also stayed here during his tour of Vrindavan, and thus this place is also known as Nityanandavat. A little further ahead stands a tree with colorful pieces of cloth tied to its branches. The Bhakti Ratnakara describes how once, after they had finished the Rasa Leela, Krishna and the gopis came here to bathe. While they were enjoying in the waters of the Jamuna, Krishna secretly returned to the shore and hid their clothes to play a joke on them. Then he slipped back into the water and continued his water sports with the gopis. After finishing their water sports, they returned to the shore and became worried upon not seeing their clothes. At this time, Krishna, seeing the wonderfully beautiful scene, returned the gopis' clothes after joking with them. This place was named Chiragat after this pastime. On the 22nd day of our parikrama, we will spend the night at another Chiragat, one further upstream on the bank of the Jamuna, where a similar pastime took place after the gopis completed their Katyayani Vrata. It sometimes happens that two places have the same name, but we may wonder, how is this possible? One explanation is that when Krishna appeared in different kalpas, days of Lord Brahma, his pastimes may vary, including the exact place they are performed. Or in the same kalpa, he may perform similar pastimes in two different places. In such cases, both places are authentic. We are now approaching Keshigat, and we walk single file through the narrow stone passway that leads to it. Here, Krishna fearlessly killed the terrifying horse demon.
Rupa Goswami has written the following verse. My dear friend, if you still have any desire to enjoy the company of your friends within this material world, then don't look upon the form of Krishna, who is standing on the bank of Keshigat. He is known as Govinda, and his eyes are very enchanting. He is playing upon his flute, and on his head there is a peacock feather, and his whole body is illuminated by the moonlight in the sky. From the Nectar of Devotion.
Hare Krishna. Able to hear me?
Hare Krishna, yes, Prabhu, yeah, we can hear
Hare
you.
Krishna.
Yeah.
So it's 8:30 now. It's mind-blowing, isn't it?
It is.
Yeah, it's taking too long. We thought we will finish soon and we will do the Damostra Astakam.
But hear this. This is more than important, hearing all this. Where will we hear this? So wonderful, so mind-blowing, so beautiful, and so nicely created this, this virtual
Right.
parikrama. When we can't have a direct, if you go personally, we don't get this much of clarity and this much of beautiful.
Right. That is true.
Beautiful, very nice. I didn't imagine that this was so good. That's why I couldn't even stop. Okay, so we'll stop here and we'll continue tomorrow. Somebody requests every day, so we'll be having this will be a continuation. I'll not break anything. It'll be a continuation for as much as we can. So they will continue then whenever we can. So this is so wonderful, so beautiful. So this is 30-day parikrama basically. Every day there will be a everyday section. The entire Braj Mandal parikrama, entire Vrindavan we can understand. So when you go to the Vrindavan, then we can easily, it's all connected there, so nice. Okay, so we'll stop here with this and then we'll, so now what is?
It was nice to hear Keshav Maharaj.
Yes, SP Keshav Maharaj, yes, wonderful. Yeah, we will hear like that in a minute. That's most important thing is hearing. Hearing only then we can see. Otherwise, we just go and see all these things, different things. Unless we hear, we cannot see anything. Unless we hear, we cannot even see Krishna. And that's the case. So thank you so much. What do you want to do now? I think it's already 8:30. Hare Krishna.
Prabhuji, can we get this recording of this parikrama?
Yes, I'll get that. Yeah.
Okay, thank you.
Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Hare Bo. Thank you so much. Okay, so we have a meeting now at 8:30, and so I think, we. So I think that we will skip the Damodarashtakam today. I think have you all did that your Arati? Damodarashtaka Arati?
Yes, we already done in our house.
Okay. Who is not done in today? Everybody done it? So we will make sure that tomorrow onwards, at least we have this Vrajamandal Parikrama 1 hour. We'll have the less class. Maybe we'll start by, maybe we'll see. What do you all think? You need the goes through this wonderful, or you just go through the Vrajamandal Parikrama every day?
I think everything is great, Prabhu. Everything is great.
Everything is great. Yes, hearing is important. Yes. Okay. So we'll think about and probably maybe half an hour or something. And we'll it takes a long time. That's why. So yeah. Okay. So we'll plan. We'll decide tomorrow what we are going to do. But please join. So this will be there in our next 30 days of Kartik will be there. Okay. So thank you so much. We'll complete stop. Conclude here. Is that okay?
Yes, Prabhuji.
Yes, Prabhuji.
Okay, thank you so much. Let's chant together. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare.
Krishna,
Hare
Hare
Ram,
Hare,
Hare
Hare
Ram, Hare Ram, Hare Ram.
Rama Rama, Hare
Vancha kalpatarubhasya kripa sindhu
Kripa
bhyo
Sindhu
pavidanam pavanebhyo
Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha.
Vaishnavanda ki jai.
Ki Jai.
Dara Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai.
Jai.
Vrindavan Parikrama ki jai.
Jai.
Mahamya ki jai.
Jai.
All glories to the all assembled Vaishnava. Hare Bol, Hare
Hare Krishna.
Thank you.
Hare
Hare Krishna.
Thank you, everyone. Hare Krishna.
Krishna, Hare Bol, Hare Krishna.
Hare Bol.